How to build the mind of a Troy warrior? That is today's question. And first of all, I want to ask you something. Pick one of these. Who do you want to become like? Do you want to become a Troy-like warrior, driven, determined, powerful, has a sense of adventure, a strong internal confidence? Or do you want to become this guy? Shy, introverted, low testosterone, low libido, low self-drive, low confidence. Both these guys exist in the modern world. Some guys become like this, and some guys become like this. Now, if you are anywhere close to this, or have some of these traits that this character represents, then that is what this video is for, is to help you become a Troy-like warrior and get you on the journey of becoming more like this. This is what I've been doing over the last 12 months of my life, refining the Troy blueprint. So if you want to skip this video and find a free guide, health blueprint, video optimization, testosterone blueprint to become a Troy-like warrior, then first link below. Anyways, training the mind to become like a Troy warrior. We must do hard things to build resilience. Okay, imagine the Troy warriors in them days, the gladiators, what they had to go through on a daily basis, the hardship, the struggle, embrace a massive discomfort. Imagine stepping into a ring of thousands of people all looking at you and being asked to fight another man to the death. These things we can't even imagine in this day and age compared to how soft we are. So we must do things in the modern age that build resilience in the mind. And how I like to do this is, first of all, the sauna and ice bath. Not only is there amazing health benefits in doing this, it builds pure strength in the mindset. The reason being because it is extremely hard to have a long duration of time in either one of those. For example, most men quit in the ice. I have an ice bath at my gym. The amount of times I see guys going into the ice and within a few seconds or 30 seconds max, they're screaming, they're whining, they jump out and they just act very feminine. They can't handle a bit of discomfort. They can't handle a few minutes of their day being in the cold, embracing the discomfort, the challenge. And it's very embarrassing. The sauna. Like I said, sauna has an array of health benefits, okay? Amazing benefits. 3 to 4 times a week, 15 minutes plus. That's when you really start finding true discomfort. When you're in there for like 5 minutes, it doesn't get hot enough. Your body can't raise its temperature enough to really have that benefit of the sauna. So 15 minutes, embrace discomfort, have some water, sweat it out, and get used to discomfort. Dry sauna, red light sauna, steam room, they're all very similar. The health benefits vary, but they'll challenge you in the time you stay in there. Then we have the ice bath, one of my absolute favorites, setting up views in my Troy protocol to help me shred fat, improve energy function, and become lean and mean. Again, first link below if you're interested in this free course. So 10 degrees or 4 degrees. Not only this, whatever you have really. I like to do colder because it's more intense, it's a shorter time you have to be in there for, and it's just more of an intense challenge. But again, if you're new to this, start off slow and build upon it. Not only does it have amazing fat burning effects, I mean truly, when you go in there, not for like 30 minutes or 30 seconds to a minute, when you're in there for 10 to 15 minutes at 4 degrees, that's when you start having the effect of fat burning. There's a thing called uncoupling in your cells. It's when your cells, actually your mitochondria, stops making energy and will start to produce heat, and it does that by actually burning fat in your body. That's why you start shivering after a sauna. It's your body shaking to make heat to burn, and it burns fat to do that. Incredible thing I've used to shred fat and build muscle. Again, 3 to 4 times a week. Don't do it after a workout. Do it in your recovery days or pre-workout. And again, what I like to do as well, every single day, is a morning shower. A great way to wake up, embrace discomfort straight away, because no one, when they get out of bed, no one feels motivated. No one feels like, oh, I want to just conquer the day. Some people do, but a morning shower will just flip the switch from that bitch mode to that beast mode instantly. You're in there for 30 seconds, embrace a cold shower, you come out of there and you feel incredible. Then we have training. How do we train to look anywhere close to this in the modern age? This is like peak male model. This is like less than 1% physique. Guys have this. And it's incredibly impressive. So how do we achieve this? First of all, we have to focus on our growth. And growth comes down to hitting the gym and focus on these 3 main things. improving our relative strength. And relative strength is all about being incredibly strong at a light body weight, lifting a lot of weight but being quite light yourself. That is what gives you the pop, that's what gives you the muscle definition and the look we are going for. We also want to have enough size to actually showcase this look. There's no point being incredibly strong by having low muscle size. We want a balance of strength and size in that ideal ratio. And then lastly, comes down to mobility. We want to have good flexibility, good mobility. That will actually improve your strength gains, keep you injury free, and will keep you living a healthy and enjoyable life as you grow older. It's something I've really slacked on in the last 10 years, but now I'm making that effort to really improve upon. Then we have our health. Health is just, if not as important as everything else I spoke about, but overall health, walking 8 to 10 steps per day, doing 1 to 2 sessions of steady state cardio, zone 2, where you can run and still hold a conversation to improve overall heart health, and then once every 7 to 10 days, including sprints for explosive health, for the testing of VO2 max. Amazing. And then lastly, to have the Troy lifestyle, we need stillness. In a world full of distractions, we need to learn to be present, learn presence and stillness. You know, in this day and age, we're so caught up in news, social media, what everyone's doing. There's so much options, distractions. We can never actually focus on one thing. I'm reading a book right now called Stolen Focus, and it talks all about this. We need to find what actually helps us, and this will help your body as well, because when you're in this world of distraction and stress, and you can't focus on things, cortisol will skyrocket. And when cortisol skyrockets, say goodbye to gain, say goodbye to high testosterone. So this is just as important as the rest of things I speak about. So how do we do this? Meditation. Every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long it may be, sit there in stillness, focus on your breath, have a moment to yourself to just see how you're feeling, and just have stillness. Think about nothing, just focus on your breath and just calm the body down. Reading. I read every day. I used to be a guy that never reads. I hate the reading. But now I read probably 40 books per year. Incredible way to open your mind, learn new things, learn from some of the best minds in the world. Reading is an absolute superpower we have almost for free. And all we got to do is sit down and read it. And being playful, having time to play, have fun, joke around. You know, don't take yourself so seriously. Have some playtime. Like the Troy Warriors used to go out and fight each other, spar, mess around, have some fun. We need to start incorporating this into our lifestyle. Don't be all serious and stuck up. Just relax, play, read, meditate, hit the gym hard, eat well, and recover well. High testosterone running through your body. That's what we want. That is the backbone of the Troy Warriors. They had high T, and when you have high T as a man, that is what gives you the complete transformation. That's what makes everything in life so much easier. And I'm talking from experience. For 10 years busting my ass, I looked like this. I had muscle mass, but I was carrying excess body weight. My health was shit. My libido was pretty shit. And I looked average. I looked fit, but I looked average. I didn't pop. Then I locked it in for 1 year. Learned the Troy blueprint. Learned the actual protocol that Troy Warriors used to implement into their life. And I had a complete transformation. Not only in my physique, my mindset, my libido, my business success, clarity of mind, and my internal confidence. And that's what I want for you. So if you're interested in this, if you feel like you relate to anything I've just said in this video, this is for you, then it's first link below. There's a program called Body by Troy, and in there is a free guide, a free seven-step video series on how to become a Troy-like warrior. And if you want the full program, you can upgrade, whatever you want to do, or work with one-to-one. But it's initiation to get you from this, or anywhere close to this, and transform your mind, your body, your spirit into a warrior of Troy. Because this is what we want to achieve. We want the body, but we also want stillness and peace and happiness in our life. And we also want to be a warrior, not only from how we look, from how we act, how we move in daily life. And that's how you transform from a weak man to the mind of a Troy warrior. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you want to get involved in the free community, there's a group of men on this journey today, helping guiding you by your side. then first link below. I'll see you inside. But anyways, that's it for now. Be good, and I'll speak to you all very soon.